The VWAP indicator is provided for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on the chart. Traders can also read this page to understand how the indicator works and how to use it. Select the indicator file and drag it onto the chart. Enable Allow DLL imports and click OK. The indicator will draw VWAP channels. Just make sure to check the Allow Dealer option in the command section and then click the Confirm option. Once the indicator is installed on the chart, it begins to draw wave-like price channels on the price chart. The volume-weighted average price indicator is a practical tool for identifying bullish and bearish trends in the market. It does this by calculating the average price of an asset and the average trading volume of that asset to identify bullish and bearish trends. For example, when the price crosses above the VWAP line, which is our purple line, we anticipate a bullish trend. Conversely, when the price crosses below the VWAP line, we predict a bearish trend or when, at that point. Additionally, we can use VWAP channels as support levels. For example, when the price crosses above the VWAP line, which is our purple line, we anticipate a bullish trend. Conversely, when the price crosses below the VWAP line, we predict a bearish trend at that point. We can also use VWAP channels as support levels, or we can use it as support and resistance levels. In the settings section, in the input section, there are options available for us, and in the first section, you can choose the type of VWAP settings, which is based on daily calculations. This means that, with the start of each day, the VWAP calculations begin from zero and start recalculating. You can choose the session, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly values to determine the basis for the calculations. In the next section, you can choose the shift value. The higher this value is, the channel moves forward, and the lower this value is, the channel moves backward. The values entered here are based on the candlestick. In the next section, you can select the appropriate type of moving average. You can choose the closing price, opening price, highest price, lowest price, or other criteria. You can set the duration of the first VWAP band. You can set the duration of the second VWAP band. You can set the duration of the third band and apply. If you have set the type to session, you can set the session settings. In session mode, the session displays. In the upper left corner of the chart, see remaining session time. This is a derivative of the VWAP value that forms the price channel. In the next section, you can select the duration of the third band and apply the changes. In the next part, which relates to session settings, if you have set the type to session, you can configure the session settings here. In the type section, if you select the session mode, it will display the session you are in at the top left corner of the chart. The calculations will start based on that session and will be shown accordingly. You can also see the remaining time until the end of that session in this section. We return to the settings section, and in this section you can set it to UTC by selecting the true option and select it based on your local time by selecting the false option. I will set it to true by default. In the next section, you can select the settings for the Asia session, including the start time and end time of the Asia session. In the following part, you can enable or disable the display of the London session. For example, I will disable this option here so that it doesn't show up for me in this section. I'm activating this option again. In the next section, you can select the start time for the London session and the end time for the London session. Just pay attention that it should be based on the HHMM format, meaning you should type the hour in the first part and the minutes in the second part. In the next section, you can enable or disable the New York morning session time, New York morning start time, New York morning end time. In the next section, you can enable or disable New York afternoon time. You can enable or disable the start time, end time. And in the next section, whether or not to display session labels. Here I can disable it. It won't be displayed in this section. In the next part, you can choose its color. If this option is set to on, you can change the color of the label and adjust its position, set to the top left or the top right. In the next section, you can select the color of the vertical lines, set to dark gray default. You can change the color of the lines marking the start of each session or section. You can also change the thickness of the lines and choose the type of line drawing. If you set this option to off, it will move behind the numbers and display the time and start of each section, or be positioned at the top right. In the next section, you can choose the color of the vertical lines. You can change the line color for session starts. You can also adjust line thickness and type. If you set this option to off, it moves behind numbers, showing time, and section start, resetting to default. In the last section, you have the option for a custom theme or template for your indicator, which can be selected in 4 modes: auto, dark, and custom. Choosing auto changes candle colors, profitable to green, losing to red. It moves behind the numbers and shows you the time and start of each section. I'm setting this option back to the default. In the last section, there's a custom theme or template for your indicator, which can be selected in 4 modes: auto, light, dark, and custom. By choosing the auto option, only the color of the candles changes, with profitable candles turning bright green and losing candles turning bright red. In the next section, by selecting the light option, a light template will be applied to the chart. By choosing the dark option, a dark template will be applied to the chart. And by selecting the custom option, it keeps your personalized template and only applies the indicator to the chart. Here I'm choosing the dark template, and then I'm selecting the label color to be blue. And after that, I hit confirm. Well, here you can see that my template has changed to a dark color, and my label has changed to blue. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be happy to have you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.